Guess what, everyone? We're creators on the rise.
All right, if you don't know what that is, don't worry. We didn't either, but we're going to tell you about it in just a few minutes.
Yeah, so because of that, we're getting a lot of traffic through our channel. We have a lot of new subscribers. And so the first thing we wanted to do is kind of reintroduce us. For those of you who've been here a long time, we apologize. Hey, everybody. But I'm Curt, this is Snow, and we converted this van into our tiny home on wheels and are traveling the world.
Yeah, so we've already been in the van for a year. We did 7 months cruising around the United States, working the bugs out of the van before we went international. We call that our Farewell USA tour. You can, of course, check that out back on the channel. And then we went into Baja for 2 months, cruised over to mainland Mexico for about a month before the coronavirus hit and ruined not just our plans, but everybody's. We are hunkered down on the southern Pacific coast of Mexico right now.
Yeah, and if all of that wasn't enough of a whirlwind, I mean, selling everything we own, trying to jam into a tiny home on wheels and traveling around the world, we also decided to become YouTubers.
Which was a little bit crazy.
And so, yeah, that was a lot crazy.
Yeah, so one thing we wanted to do when we did that was we for sure wanted to commit, because first of all, opening your lives up to the world is a bit intimidating. So when we decided to do that, we had to promise to each other to keep it real. And I think we just really wanted to show people in our generation, I'm not going to call us old, our generation, that you can live this lifestyle.
Yeah, we wanted to share our journey with our family and friends. And then also, you know, we quit our jobs and became YouTubers. So we needed to earn a little extra money. And so we didn't necessarily count on it. We gave ourselves 3 years to be able to earn some income on the road. And so, yeah, that's part of our YouTube journey is to help earn some income. So how did we find out about this creator on the rise?
So the first thing is, in the morning when I'm eating breakfast, I check my emails. I open up my email and I look down and there's an email from YouTube, which is weird. YouTube does not send you emails. So I open it and I'm reading it, and I think I'm reading something that's really awesome, but I have to read it a few times, and then I realize that I think it is something really awesome. So I couldn't even read it to Curt. I'm like, Curt, you have to read this. And I stick my phone in his face. What it basically said, guys, is that every day out of the entire world, YouTube picks one channel that they call Creators on the Rise. There's many different categories, but there's only one a day. And they chose us, which was extremely humbling and a bit exciting, because what that meant was they were going to take our channel and put us with the big fish on the trending page. So for 24 hours, our little tiny up and coming channel was up there sitting on the YouTube trending page right underneath Captain America. It was awesome, guys. It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. And you know, so you might be thinking, what happened to our channel because of that? And to be honest with you, you know, we've been very fortunate that we've been able to gradually build a nice community. And I think when we rolled into our van tour video, we had about 8,000 subscribers, which was huge. And then we had an explosion with our van tour, that really kind of catapulted our channel. We got a ton of comments from you guys, and we really got to know our community much better because of the comments and the more people visiting our channel.
Which Curt's going to go over all those, not all the stats, some of the stats for you guys here in a minute, but the ways that we think we might have got chosen by this, because YouTube doesn't advertise this, it just kind of happens, was, you know, yes, the van tour video gave us a lot of traffic, which we were super excited about, built our community bigger. But I think the interaction we have with you guys, all the comments, I love when I'm eating breakfast, I check my emails and then I go and I answer comments. And I think that engagement might have got the attention of YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know it's my favorite part.
So they turned our channel on for 24 hours, and as Snow said, they posted 5 videos right on the top of the trending page, right below Captain America. So it was such a humbling experience.
It really was.
I don't know how many creators are on YouTube, but it was super awesome. And we just got a ton of traffic. 8:02, I think, in the morning they turned it on.
Yeah. And 24 hours, our channel was on fire.
It was just on fire. I think 75,000 views on one of our videos and 50 on another one.
So for all the people that subscribe to our channel from that exposure, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, that creator on the rise may very well be the reason we're here. We're glad you're here. And we also, while you're here, we wanted to thank some other people.
Yeah.
That really, I guess first and foremost, it's the community.
Yeah, our community for sure. But when we decided to buy a van and turn it into a tiny home on wheels, we honestly did not know that van life was such a trending kind of thing out there, especially on YouTube. And as we started to search to try to figure out how to build this van is when we started stumbling up on some really cool people. So who are your go-to van build people, Curt?
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't know anything about converting a van when we first got into this whole thing, and so thankfully for YouTube we were able to jump on. And there's really kind of 3 YouTubers that I watched a lot, or some, to kind of help me figure out what I was going to do for this van build. And number 1 is Greg Vergo. I'm sure you guys all know about him, but he does a great how to build series. He's like the best hand model in all of YouTube when he's demonstrating his detail for work.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really good with that, and he's really good at explaining things, and also just great information, really great information and background. So I highly recommend him. Another person that I watched was Travel with Jazz. Now his channel's undergone a facelift since then, and he's, I think, doing mostly travel video now, and he is Jazz Morton now. So that's how you'd find his channel if you want to search him up. But again, he's from Australia, and he has some really good van build information. And the last one I'll mention is Our Caravan, and I believe his name is Ken, but he does not post a whole lot, or at least he didn't used to when I was watching. But lithium-ion batteries, cutting your windows, cutting your Max Air fans out, mounting your awning on the side. And he does some really good videos, and does really high quality work, and does safety and everything. So from a technical standpoint, those 3 are my favorite. And then that takes us to, once we got in the van, or once we started thinking about the van, we were thinking about van life travel and how that might look for us.
Yeah, it took a lot of research, guys, to kind of start figuring out border crossings and taking our pets with us and all sorts of stuff. So when I'm doing that, I'm stumbling up on awesome people like and you guys, I'm sure, probably know these guys, Eamon and Beck.
Yeah.
Who are based out of Toronto. They were in Morocco when the virus hit, and they got home, and now they're building a new van, which is pretty exciting. Yeah,
Eamon and Beck were definitely the first ones we followed, and we love them. But we had kind of decided that we were going to start in Mexico in the Pan Am Trail.
So then we stumbled up on, and it's when their channels were young.
Yeah.
Trent and Allie and the Nomadic Movement teamed up together.
Yep.
And decided to go from Texas down to Belize, and they kind of did that journey together, and it was amazing. And their channels really took off during that, and we enjoyed watching that.
I'm sure all of y'all know who Trent and Allie are, and Eamon and Bex. Probably most of you know who Nomadic Movement are. They actually, I think, are building a tiny home now in Panama.
Yeah, off the grid.
Yeah, I think they're still kind of in the van. They're not traveling like they were. But when those 2 channels, when they grouped together, that was perfect timing for us, because we were really thinking about Mexico, and it led us to this another awesome 2 people, Max and Lee.
And again, you've probably watched them. If you haven't, you want to go search their videos. It was great. But the thing I think I respect most about them is they went through a very personal experience on their journey. And their journey actually ended together. They've gone separate ways, and they each are starting their own thing, and we're still following them both because they're both amazing people. But the way they shared that, the integrity they held through that very private moment, I got a lot of respect for those 2.
Oh yeah.
And Max is back in Australia building a van.
Yeah, I think Max is building another van. Eamon and Beck are building another van. I think Trent and Allie just finished building an RV.
And now they're building a tiny house in Utah.
Yeah.
So there's tons of exciting things going on, and they're great channels, and they were very inspirational in helping us. Now, we're not mimicking them exactly, because our journey is going to be our own for sure, but just showing a little bit of the ropes about the international travel. We picked up a lot from them.
I will have to say, they're all obviously quite a bit younger than us. And as we watched those videos, we watched them through our lens, not through their lens. Meaning, we looked at them without a bathroom and without a shower and thought, we can't do that. And so we always describe it as saying they're a little saltier than us. And there's plenty of people that we meet out there on the road who are like that. And that's fine if you can, if you're comfortable like that. hats off to you. But
these knees have too many years on them to not have a toilet in the van. I am not squatting in the woods. I don't think I could. So, yeah.
But they were really good and inspirational to watch, and we really appreciate what all that you guys have done for us in the van life community.
Yeah.
But
and if we did mention you probably still had an impact on us.
Yeah.
But we will link those guys down in the description. I'll put a link to their channels because they're all awesome.
Yeah, and then we also were interested in going to Europe and to some other countries, and so when we started Google searching or YouTube searching van lifers in Europe, we came across the indie projects. The indie projects are really good. They do a great job on cinematography. I think they were van lifers before van life was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a small minivan, and they've gone through. I think now they're in Portugal. I'm not sure if they're building a tiny house. I don't know exactly where they are
right now.
But anyway, they were great to watch.
And they have a kitty cat too.
And then there's one last one that I'm going to mention to you guys, and that is Gone with the Winds. Now, Gone with the Winds, they're in our travel list, and they should be. But when I was early trying to figure out how to do the solar, I came across one of their...
When he was trying to figure out how to have air conditioning on solar.
Yes.
That's when we found Gone with the Winds.
Yeah, that's exactly when we found Gone with the Winds. At the time, they were in an RV, traveling, I think, mostly in the U.S. But anyway, they had great content back then. Yeah. But then
they went away. It's like they vanished. Not in a bad way, they just weren't popping up on our feed.
And guys, that's why you need to turn your notifications on. The way YouTube works, if you don't watch a video for a while, and it's not very long, even though you're subscribed to them, it's not going to show them in your feed, and you're not going to see it. Yeah. So if you find a creator that you like their content,
don't just subscribe.
You need to turn the notifications on. Yeah. But Gone with the Winds bought a catamaran and started traveling the world.
Now they're sailing around the world instead of driving.
And they have a cat. And so we love Gone with the Winds. We've learned a lot from them and enjoy watching them. They're beautiful people. There's a lot of other YouTubers that we have watched along the way that have helped us a lot. And, the first name that comes to my mind is like the Matinees, but there's so many out there that we have watched. And so we just wanted to say, with this video and Creators on the Rise, that there are a lot of people that we really kind of would like to thank because we watched and enjoyed their content along our journey for the last probably year and a half through building the van, traveling in the van, YouTubing, and all that other stuff. And so thank you.
And we appreciate the work that goes into a YouTube channel. So to all you guys that we mentioned and the ones that we weren't able to mention, thank you very much. And that's it, I guess.
Yeah, so congratulations to our community for winning Creator on the... For getting acknowledged for Creator on the Rise. We really appreciate it.
Very humbling, but very exciting.
Very humbling, but very exciting. When you think about the numbers, it's just so humbling. But our numbers are starting to settle a little bit. We appreciate you guys. If you guys like our content, the best thing you can do for us is go back. We have a lot of other videos. Watch our videos, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and don't forget to leave us a comment. Tell us how you're doing, what you want to see, and all that stuff. We love you guys. Thank you.
See you in a few days.
Cheers.
If you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when we put out new videos. To see behind the scenes action and help support our journey, head over to our YouTube membership page. You can find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in a few days.